Hon skrev precis det med också. Hello everybody! Tonight, Eric here from Sweden Arvika. Today's interview with a person in network marketing. Feel free to share this in a watch party, and if you get value of this, hit the love button or some comments in the comments, and we shall take some questions if somebody has. So a really dear friend of mine, I have met him. We're speaking sometimes on about network marketing, but he's what do you call it? The big teddy bear in the network marketing, I think. And so I please to meet you, Johan Hagman. And my first question to you: how did you get into network marketing?
Well, thank you, Eric, and thank you for a wonderful presentation. And first of all, I would like to say thank you. I feel very honored to be a part of this, and it's a great honor to be one of your guests, because I believe that in maybe 2 or 3 years, you will be a real icon in the business. So I can just hope to follow in your footsteps. So thank you for that. Well, I got into network marketing actually the first time about 20 years ago. It was a Swedish company, and they had it was a product company, and I was about 20 years old, and they were selling vitamins and makeup and lotions and stuff. So you can imagine all of my friends, they were just super excited. All of my buddies in their early 20s were like, yes, C vitamins, you say, and D vitamins. This sounds awesome. So let's say that the success, it wasn't that big. Let's just say that. But I learned a lot from it. And especially what I learned from that company was personal development. And that's the biggest lesson that I brought with me from that company. So I was in that company for 2 years, and then I put network marketing on the shelf for a lot of years. And then I returned in 2015. And these last 5 years, that has been a totally different story. So it has been, especially the last 2 years in this company, has really been an explosion for me. A lot of success, a lot of wonderful people that I've gotten to know, like you, for instance. And with this company that I'm with now, it's a much better suited product for me. Something I believe in and something I really can recommend. So that's great.
You don't put lotions on men anymore.
I have some beard oil I put in, but I don't market the beard oil. So I'm not going to do any commercial from it now because I don't get paid for
it. For your family and for you personally, what has network marketing done for you?
Well, actually, I was discussing this with my future wife just a few days ago, and the greatest advantage for us is that she doesn't have to work full time at her work.
Ooh.
She works part time, and I work full time at my normal job, and I can work part time with this. So, and that's really good because you have to work as a team. If you're in a relationship, there has to be understanding, mutual respect, and you have to know that we're doing this together. It's not me performing, it's us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the key, and bringing, if you have a family, bring the family on. So they set up some goals with the family. That I think is one of the big keys if you have a family.
Yes,
many people are struggling to start in network marketing. Your greatest advice to them, what would that be? Start with.
Well,
Shall I start like you did with
I would say this. Uh, First of all, don't complicate things. Make it easy. Because often we, as human beings, have a tendency to overdo things. We complicate easy things, and things that are easy, we just don't do. So if you just stick to the program, you learn some simple, easy steps, and you just repeat, 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 repeat. And you do that all the time, then you get better at those small steps, and then you will get some results. And in the beginning, the most important thing is that you get some results. You don't have to be a rock star right away, but you can start somewhere and take advice from the people that have gone before you. Get a mentor, listen to your upline, listen to your sponsor. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just listen to them. What did you do? I did this. This works. Okay, then I'm going to do the same. And if it doesn't feel right for you, you have to find another way. But my advice is keep it simple. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, that's or everyone I have done this interview with tells the same advice. Keep it simple and keep it constant.
Yeah,
Do something every day. That
yeah,
is, yeah, that's goal. It's
yeah.
almost like the next question I'm asking every
Could I
people
just
that,
add one thing? Could I just add one
yeah,
thing?
absolutely.
Just like you said, people are often afraid. The being afraid of this is often connected to what I just said, because you see a presentation from someone that has been into the business maybe for 2 or 3 years, and the
Mm,
only thing you're thinking is, I will never be able to do that kind of a presentation. And you're absolutely right, because you don't have that knowledge, you don't have that experience. So you just have to take all of the information in the company that you're in and just condense it down and choose the pieces of the company that you really like. I like this about the company, and I like this about the company. That's all you need. You need two things that you tell the people why you like your company, because that's what they're going to ask you. What do you like about the company? That's the important thing. Not
mm,
all the information around. It's just,
no,
why should I do this? You should do this because I like this. Ah, I like that too. Come, let's do it together.
absolutely, absolutely. And
Yeah.
this is what my next question to you. Your five top tips. You are having more now.
I'm having fun. I got five prepared actually.
Yeah,
If this would have been a year ago, I would never be prepared. I can tell you that. But now I like to be prepared. So, number one is keep it simple. And that's because people, they want to like you. They are not interested in all the knowledge that you have. When they get to know you, they want to know you, like you, and trust you. And you can only get that by showing interest to the other person. So, not that much info. Keep it simple so that they don't have to have a lot of information to think about and to organize and to understand. And one thing I do when I want to do keeping it simple is that I compare with something that they already know about. Like for instance, if I say this is a really speedy, this is a really great product with a lot of reach, then I can say, like for instance, Facebook. Facebook 15 years ago, no one knew about. Now everyone knows about Facebook because it has a lot of reach. It has a lot of customers. Ah, okay, okay, now I understand. So instead of trying to explain everything about the thing that you're doing, just compare it to something that they already know about, because then there won't be any resistance. The brain won't be doing, uh-oh, new information, alert, alert, new information. Because when you compare it to something that they already know about, then they say, ah, it's like Facebook. Ah, okay, I know Facebook. Ah, then it's okay.
Exactly.
And number 2 is make a plan. And if you're in a relationship, make a plan with your partner.
Yeah.
And the plan could be, how much time should you spend on the business every week? Or which days should you do it? Or how many meetings can I have every week? Or can we have every week? Like, for instance, for me, when I first started here, our son was a bit smaller than he is now. So we sat down and we talked about it, and we decided that every Wednesday evening and all of Sunday, that was my network marketing days. And actually, this was really, really good, because now I only had 2 days. So I had to plan, and I had to take care of those days. I couldn't just figure out on Tuesday night that, oh, tomorrow is the day when I'm going to have all of my meetings. So what did I do? I had to plan for those days. And actually, the greatest thing about it was when I got to have a little bit of an organization. When my team grew, they knew Johan is only available Wednesday evening or Sundays. So they planned Wednesdays and Sundays, Wednesdays and Sundays. And then it was easy. So then my calendar got booked up really quick. And then eventually I added more days. Yeah. So that's number 2, make a plan. And number 3 is focus on the team. You need to put your focus on the team, because if you're only focusing on yourself and your goals and all of the meetings that you want to have, then you're going to put people in your team, and eventually in a month or 2 or maybe 3, they will feel like, I didn't get the help that I wanted. I have a lot of questions I didn't get answered to, and I feel like I'm not that important, because now he's found someone else. And that's really important. So if you focus on the team, you should get to know the people, get to know what their life is like, their family situation, what kind of challenges do they have. Maybe they're working, someone is working only nights or working only evenings and working early mornings. And of course, as the great Zig Ziglar says, you can have anything in life that you wish for, as long as you help other people get what they wish for. So that's the most important thing, I think, because it's not about getting 500 people in for yourself, because then you can never manage all of them. It's about finding 5 or 10 people that you really work with, that you really help, and then you help them get the same size on their team, and then they develop into leaders. And the team that they find, you help them develop into leaders. Because I think there's a little crazy saying in the network marketing business, and it is this: you should recruit leaders. Well, yet today, I have met a lot of people, but I've never met anyone with a sign right here where it says, I'm a leader. No, because you are not a leader in the beginning. You become a leader. And you can only become a leader by someone believing in you, getting the support from that person, and acquisition, getting more knowledge and getting the self-esteem. So as one of the great network marketers in the business where I'm in, he says you should push your team in front of you. And I really like that
Mm.
because I think it's easier to push someone in front of me than to have a rope and drag them behind.
Yeah.
So that's easier. Yes. And number 4, or did you have any follow-up question, or should I just continue?
No, 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 no. Continue. It's
Okay.
this is
Okay.
gold. It is
Okay.
everyone. This is gold nuggets.
Thank you. Number 4 is personal development. This is very, very interesting because the goal for me is to become better today than I was yesterday. And with this quote or with this saying, for me, it's perfect because with this, I never reach the finish line. I just keep on evolving, bettering myself, because you can never ask another person to evolve and to become better. You can only work on yourself. But by working on yourself and improving your skills, polishing the rock so that it becomes a ruby, and polishing some more so that it becomes an emerald, it can finally turn into a diamond.
Mm.
And if you do that every day, and also when people ask me about personal development, I'm I'm extremely I'm extremely broad. I listen to people that talk about history. I listen about economy. I listen about psychology. I listen about normal trends out there right now, social media, some depression podcasts, everything. You can learn something in everything. So and everywhere you pick up knowledge, you get to use it in the business because the more you know, the more you can prevent problems, I think, and the more you can understand other people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Absolutely.
that's really what this business is about.
Mm.
It's about the people first and product second.
Yeah.
And
And and everybody you meet has something to teach.
yes, true, true. You have to be humbled
Yeah.
because, and as I said, being in this business, I've been to Dubai twice, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Portugal, I've been to Egypt, and I have met people that come from different life situation, that comes from different backgrounds, that is compared to my background. I I've been living in heaven all my life. I'm from
Hmm.
Sweden. We have clean water. We never have any wars here. We always have electricity. We live in paradise. We just don't realize it. Yeah, it's a bit cold. It rains a lot. Yeah, but you can buy an umbrella. It's no problem. So this is real good. I really agree with you there, Eric. I do. I really do. And the last one, my number 5, is a vision board because you need your goals. Because if you don't have a goal, then you don't know where you're going. If I tell you, Eric, and I say, Eric, just come over to my house, the first question you will ask is, where do you live? And if I say, no, I'm not going to tell you where I live, you're going to have to find it yourself. I'm not going to tell you my address. I'm not going to tell you the city I live in. You're just going to have to find it yourself. And of course, the first thing you would do is you would go in and you will search my name and you will find
Yeah.
out where I live, because we need to have a map. We need to have a goal. We need some direction. Where am I going? West, east, up, down. So this is really important. And as Andrea Shimbala says, your why should make you cry.
Yeah.
A thing, when I was looking at my vision board, I edited my vision board the other day. It was packed with things. And I edited it a little bit because I realized a lot of the material things for me, that was just for me, like a big car and a wonderful watch. I felt like they are not that important anymore. And I think that has to do with the personal development. And I realized that our family goals, the goals we set together, me and the kids and my future wife, those goals keep on getting further and further in the front. They get bigger and bigger and more important. And I look at the picture with my dream watch, and it just keeps getting further and further back, because I realize maybe it would be nice to have the watch, but it's not that important. The family is much more important, and the goals that you print down with someone else. It's like we say in the business, teamwork makes the dream work. So the things that you want to do together, if you set a goal with your team, or you set a goal with, in this case, the family, that's the team, then it's much stronger, and it has real foundation. So that would be my last one, your vision board. And just a tip, because a lot of people have problems with goal setting. I don't know, what should I do with goal setting? I don't know, how do I do that? Well, my tip, and I stole this from Zig Ziglar, it's not my idea, but it is that you should just get a bunch of things together, everything you want to have, your dream house, your dream car, your dream life. How do you want to live your life? Do you want to wake up to an alarm clock every day? Not me. So all of these things you put in, and then you sort it out. These 5, these 6, maybe these 7 things are really important. You put it up on a vision board, and you start writing dates. If you write a date, then the dream becomes a goal. But if there is no date, if there is no expiring date, then it's only a dream. But if you say, in 5 years, we're going to have this house. In 10 years, we're going to have our rental in Portugal. In 3 years, we're going to have our rental in Sweden. And so on, and so on, and so on. Then you have a goal. You have a timeline. So then, what you do... Okay, and we're back. So then, what you do is you take the goal that's the closest in the timeline, and then you just go backwards. How many meetings will I have to do, or will the team have to do, to reach this? And as I said earlier, really, your goals aren't that important. Find out what the members of your team want. What's their goal? And I have some people in my team, I know exactly what their goals are. And that's perfect. Because when you talk to them and they're like, today was a rough day. Yeah, I understand that. But just keep thinking about that house. You know that house you want to build? The one you told me about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're working on it together. And my dream is to see you reach that house
Mm.
and to build it. And when you build it, we're going to go in it, and I'm going to bring some champagne, and we're going to celebrate. Because then, when you talk about the goal and you make it a bit personal, then it gets emotional,
Mm.
and then it gets real. So then you can almost feel it. That's important.
Yeah. Oh, I, I I must say I am blown away of what you this is gold. I hope everybody is really listening because this really touches me.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it really does. I have not seen any questions from the viewers, but uh, what for final words would be if one is listening on this live and he thinks like, okay, I really want to start. The final question you should, the final advice to that person, what would that be?
Well, I'm actually gonna be quite corny, and I'm gonna end with a quote, and it's from my favorite mentor in network marketing, and it's Jim Rohn, and he says, "People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care," and I think that's the most important one because if you show interest in people and you are genuine, it's not it's not just asking them how they are just because it's a polite thing to do. Really show interest. Really show interest. Listen to people. Maybe not maybe not to give advice all the time, but sometimes people just need someone to listen to them. And if you do that and you can grow the relationship, then it's much easier to grow the business together, to grow the team together, and to do it together. Because if they know that you care, then they trust you. They know you care, they know you are there for them if there's a problem. And that's really what we do. We help people get through problems, and that's what we get paid for.
Mm.
We do that over and over and over. And the thing is, everything that you practice, you become better at every day. And of course,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm perfect. Definitely not. I do a lot of mistakes. And I do it still. I do a lot of mistakes. But I think it's better to try and to make a mistake than to sit at home and think about trying and don't dare to try, because it's better to try and to fail, because then you learn. So
Mm.
focus on the people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do we have any questions?
No, I have not
No.
seen any questions. I've not
maybe
seen any
maybe it
questions.
was too much information. I didn't keep it simple. I'm
I
so
don't know.
sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. But from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, Johan, for this amazing, amazing interview with you. This would go to history for me personally. So,
Thank you, thank you.
bottom of my heart, I don't know which one I'm going to interview next week.
Huh?
If you have somebody out there you want me to interview, give me a shot. And always, if you get some value of this, hit the comments and share this to everyone. It might be somebody out there who needs to hear this. So
Yeah.
be, and once again, Johan, thanks, bottom of my heart. Take care and be safe.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric, and especially thank you for being such an inspiration. I know you have your difficulties, or as I would say, your temporary difficulties, and I know that you challenge them every day, and you're such an amazing inspiration for the rest of us. So I thank you a lot. I do. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.
Okay. Take care, buddy. Bye bye.